Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's message, I want to talk about worldly confidence versus godly confidence. You might be asking yourself, what's the difference? Maybe you're not really that sure. Worldly confidence is when we get our confidence from external things and people, or when we focus on a certain attribute about ourselves, whether it be our achievements, our personality, or the way that we look, and we lift that up. And for example, if you receive your confidence and your worth via how you look, on the days where you don't feel that you look okay, you won't be feeling confident. If someone doesn't affirm your confidence through the way that you look, this will really affect you and have a negative impact on you. When you have godly confidence, your confidence comes from God alone, rather than looking externally and for validation from people and things. You receive your validation internally from God alone, and you know that you're okay at all times, whether you have your makeup done perfectly, whether you don't have makeup on that day, whether you achieve something or whether you don't achieve something, whether you're rich or poor, no matter the circumstance, you still feel confident. I'm going to be opening up to you guys about my personal struggle with worldly confidence and how God has actually turned that around and changed me completely. For many years, I grew up feeling insecure. I used to focus my worth and confidence with how I looked, because as a child I wasn't really validated or told that I was okay or my personality was okay. So in turn, that made me kind of turn inward and hide my personality, and I would really focus on the way that I looked. I would always try to make sure that my looks were perfect, that I had perfect hair, the perfect makeup, that I was wearing really nice clothes. But inside, I felt horrible and I did not have true confidence. Even growing up as a teenager and a young adult, I was still getting my confidence from outside of myself. I would turn to guys to validate me. I would turn to achievements, how much money I was earning. And every time I felt as though I wasn't going anywhere in life, I would immediately not feel good enough or worthy or acceptable. And I would have to find things to focus my attention on and to make sure that I was going in a certain direction or achieving something just to feel good about myself. But what Jesus has done with me, He has completely healed me from childhood trauma, although that's not perfect yet. But He actually cleaned my heart and removed all the idols that I had that were not Him giving me confidence, but getting confidence from the world. It has been a long process, and slowly by slowly, now I am able to receive my confidence and worth from God alone, and it feels really freeing and amazing to be set free from needing to get validation and confirmation from things outside of myself, from relying on people to give it to me, the way that I look, what I'm achieving in life. It has taken a really big pressure off of my life and off of me. I know there are many people out there who are also struggling with worldly confidence, or false confidence as I like to call it. But I want to let you know that God can set you free from that, and He can change you and heal your heart to make it as though your confidence is only in Him, and He alone gives you confidence. Not people, not things, not your achievements, but Him alone. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys some tips of how you too can come out of relying on worldly confidence and to start receiving your confidence from God alone. The first tip that I have for you is look at yourself in the mirror, but look past your body, look past your appearance. Start seeing yourself as a spiritual being from the inside, because you are more than your appearance. You are more than your achievements. Start focusing on yourself as the spirit that you are, rather than a human body that has nothing more to it. The next tip, start learning to look inside of yourself for your value rather than externally. Because once we get our eyes focused on the external constantly, we lose connection to our true self, to our feelings, to our opinions, and we almost become like chameleons, and we just forget who we are when we're outside because we're so focused on looking externally for what is apparently lacking on the inside. So bring your focus back to focusing internally for your validation and worth. The next tip, allow God to heal your heart from bitterness, envy, childhood wounds, rejection. Though this might be a long process, He is able to do it if you stick with Him and ask Him to help you heal from this. Speaking God's word over yourself daily, consistently, will start to change how you view yourself, and you will start to come into alignment with how God views you and how God thinks about you. The next tip I have for you is start valuing your person rather than your outside appearance or your achievements. Start to really value who you are as a person. Separate your person from your achievements, the way that you look, what's going well in your life currently. Once you are able to start valuing who you are as your actual person, then you are able to slowly come away from that worldly confidence and validation seeking behavior. The next tip that's very important is to stop comparing yourself with other people. The moment you start comparing yourself with another person is the moment where you step outside of yourself and your lane, and you've just given your power away to another person. So it's important to never compare yourself and to not allow yourself fall into envy. Everyone is unique and special in their own way. So start to look for how you are special and unique in your own way, rather than focusing on someone else and comparing what they have with what you apparently don't have. You have everything that you need inside of you. It's on the inside of you. You can't get it from people. You can't get it from places. You can't get it from achievements or your looks. God has given you something special on the inside of you. And the last tip that's very important, surround yourself with people who build you up and encourage you. Remove yourself from people that tear you down or discourage you, that don't reflect back to you who you really are and how unique and special you are. Being around these types of people has the capacity to chip away at your self-esteem and your value. So it's important to be surrounded by people who are building you up, who see your value, who see how unique you are. If you've never had friends like this around you, it might feel uncomfortable to begin with because you may not be feeling that way inside. But having the right people around you to mirror you properly is going to help get that process started for you to be able to see how unique and special you truly are. I also offer coaching and mentoring. So if you would like to be coached by me, you can find my email in my About section on my YouTube channel.